Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again Jeremy Smith, Photog J the Great, coming back with you this evening to take a look at the new Nikon 28mm 1.8G. I was so excited when I finally got this in my hands today. I almost started dancing. I've been waiting on this one for a very long time. Anyways, no need for me to sit here and talk much longer. Let's just take a look at the lens. Okay. I have to admit, this is probably not the most impressive looking lens, if you're into the way lenses look, but it is a very functional design, of course. You notice a very large end there, which means that it has Nikon's special nano crystal coating. So basically it's going to do much better in situations where you have a very bright light source in the frame, or if you're shooting in a backlit type situation. You're going to see much less flare and ghosting, so that's always nice to see. It's also a pleasant surprise to find that type of feature on a lens at this price point. This lens is priced at $699 USD, so it's very good for the price. I was actually shocked by the price tag. Knowing Nikon, I figured it would probably be about $9.99 or so, but I'm glad to see that it wasn't. It does have a very large little line-up tab there, so you can see how to put your lens on much better in low light. So it's exactly like that 85 1.8 we looked at last week. Not a whole lot to see over here. There's no VR and all that sort of thing on this one, so just a simple manual focus and autofocus. It is an AFS type lens, so on the MA setting, of course, you can reach up and manual focus at any point and override the focus, so that's always nice. Very standard fare there. I will point out real fast though that unlike some of Nikon's other AFS lenses, this one has a more noticeable stop at the end of the range there. So while this ring keeps spinning, there's actually a more noticeable stop, so that'll come in very handy for video. So that way you won't get to the end of the range and just accidentally keep spinning it. You can kind of feel where the end is. So that's nice. It is a 67mm filter size. I kind of rather be 77, but no big deal. As inexpensive as it is, I really am not offended by that at all. I can pick up a 67mm filter. And of course, as you'd expect, it is a metal mount with the little sill there, so very standard fare there. I'm a bit sad to see that it's made in China as opposed to Japan, but oh well. Of course, nano crystal coating here noted. SWM sonic wave motor. This lens, of course, is actually a rear focusing lens, which means that the rear elements move to focus it. Very common on wide-angle primes. And of course it has aspherical glass to help keep chromatic aberration and all that nasty stuff out of your images. And that's about all there is to see. Very nice and very effective lens in a compact package. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the samples from this image. Oh boy, sample from this image. What I meant to say was sample from this lens. I was a bit tired when I recorded the last part of this video last night. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at these samples. I thought this shot right here would lend itself to this lens very well, and it did. It worked out very nice. It's somewhat magical being able to shoot at such a wide angle and have shallow depth of field to this extent. On this shot I focused right in here. So yeah, even the front part of this post is out of focus. But I was focused right along in here. Very nice. As with most wide angle fast primes, the bokeh is not it's nothing particularly special, but I mean it's not bad. It's nothing like the 85mm 1.8 or 1.4 or anything like that, any telephoto lens, but still very good. I have also shot with the Nikon 24mm 1.4 in the past, and this one, while not quite as sharp, probably because of the fact that this one doesn't have the ED glass in it, but it is still a very, very good lens. And when you consider the fact that the 24mm is like about $2,200 USD, whereas this lens is $699 USD. I mean, you can't beat it for that price at all. Here's another one here, kind of the same sort of thing. You can see in this area here, it's reasonably sharp. It is starting to lose some softness, like if we look down in this area here, but still very, very good. You know, I mean, it's a very, very good lens though. Especially at that $699 price point. There's not really anything else like it. This is definitely one I would highly recommend, and I have a feeling I'll probably be adding it to my bag sometime soon as well. I am going to post these sample photos on Flickr and put the link in the description as usual. If anyone has any sort of questions or anything, just feel free to write me in the comments below. Until next time, this is Photog J the Great, Jeremy Smith, signing off.